The folks at Endo Smoke have high hopes that their counterculture branding will lead them to success. For Bobcat Update, I'm Abbi-Rae De La Rosa. Vogel says the research group hopes eventually to create an all-natural product. For Bobcat Update, I'm Abbi-Rae De La Rosa. Copycats has two locations. The on-campus location is at Nuences Hall next to the Quad, and the other is off-campus at 1727 Ranch Road. For Bobcat Update, I'm Abbi-Rae De La Rosa. The shop is called Endo Smoke. It is owned and operated by Taylor Moody, who's focused on creating a unique atmosphere for his customers, and he says a top priority for him is affordability. We generally have like nicotine products like most shops would sell. We try to be extremely competitive on those pricing. We've managed to be. We pride ourselves in being the lowest price in town. Moody says his customers will enjoy fair prices and exotic drinks. So like, a lot of Japanese sodas, Thailand sodas, stuff like that. Throughout the shop are displays of graffiti depicting the counterculture.
Some amazing artwork that really just kind of encompasses just like the all-around vibe and just like fun that we are here.
The folks at Endo Smoke have high hopes that their counterculture branding will lead them to success. For Bobcat Update, I'm Abbi-Rae De La Rosa. Calabas Museum highlights African American history in San Marcos.
During World War II, it was used as a USO club for a lot of the black airmen that were out at Camp Gary because there was no fraternization at that time between blacks and whites in the Air Force.
Representatives of the museum collect, preserve, and interpret different artifacts related to African American history.
We allow them to speak for themselves. If you visit the museum, we may give you definitions of things, or we may give you a history of an artifact.
The Calabas Museum invites guest speakers once a month, every Saturday during open hours, to talk about African American history.
With this being Black History Month, we try to do it every weekend to inform those that are not informed, because I feel Black history is an everyday thing.
We absolutely want to be supporters and facilitators of learning for all students, and not just university students and graduate students, but also our young learners and community.
The Calabas Museum is open every Saturday from 10 a.m. until 3 p.m. Admission is free. For Bobcat Update, I'm Abbi-Rae De La Rosa. HEDGE is the name of a research partnership involving the university's Civil Engineering Department. An assistant professor in the department is conducting research with graduate students.
Dr. San first began HEDGE back at his old college in Puerto Rico, where he was for 14 years before he came to Texas State. And he wanted to continue the tradition of incorporating student involvement to improve the community through working with the environment, promoting ecological health.
HEDGE is focused on a plant species called hyacinth. Researchers are exploring how to use the plant in creating menstrual pads.
The process: the water hyacinth is extracted from the river, and it's cleaned, and then it's dried so that the cellulosic material on the inside can be accessed. And it's that material that's so absorbative that makes the water hyacinth so, tantalizing to be used in a menstrual pad. But where we're taking it a step further, and this is where we are in the progress with the menstrual pads, is we are trying to make hydrogels that also use the water hyacinth.
Researchers have found that hyacinth can be used with hydrogels in the pad making process. Hydrogels are insoluble in water, but paired with hyacinth, it can make pads more absorbent. A more absorbent pad would provide health benefits for its users.
Using a natural source, not adding any harmful additives, it's also promoting the health of people who menstruate because it's natural and it's not using any petroleum-based additives.
Vogel says the research group hopes eventually to create an all-natural product. For Bobcat Update, I'm Abbi-Rae De La Rosa. The San Marcos Regional Animal Shelter is encouraging residents to adopt what is called Pets All Ready to Go. Qualifying are cats and dogs that have been spayed or neutered, vaccinated, and microchipped. They can be adopted for only $10. If adopting is not for you, then maybe fostering, volunteering, or donating to the shelter can be an option. You can find more information about the adopting pets at the animal shelter's website. The shelter is located at 750 River Road in San Marcos.